I thought you quit.
Oh, smoking. Yeah, actually, I did a couple months ago.
And you started smoking again?
I know what you're going to say, that there are risks to smoking.
There are risks to smoking.
You know what? I've heard it all before. It's difficult to breathe, right?
So you know it all.
Maybe I don't know it all, but I know most of it. I've done my research, and I've heard of the black lung and COPD and emphysema. Many diseases, I've studied about it. Honestly, I'm just sick of people telling me what I should do with my life. You know, if I choose to smoke, you know, I should have that choice, right?
What do you mean?
I already had this talk many times with many people. I'm sick of it. It's way too hard to stop smoking. You know, I know you're trying to help me, and I appreciate that. But once again, you don't know what it's like. You're not a smoker. You've never had these habits. You know, I've been so desperate. Even I've tried hypnosis to try to get this away from me. You know, this addiction. But it's just way too difficult to stop quitting.
Well, you know, it's easier said than done. And I mean, like, once you do quit, you'll feel much better.
There is a benefit to doing that, and hearing about all these bad things that can happen, especially with these diseases that can come along with it. It's scary, and it terrifies me a little bit. You know.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that you're scared because you know what's going to happen. So that's why if we do it now, none of that stuff will happen.
You know, it's just too difficult. You know, but enough about me. Let's talk about you. I see you've been on that caffeine, right? I see you drinking all that coffee and Red Bull and whatnot, right? What's going on with that? Let's talk about that.
Whoa, okay. So, I gotta admit, I've been drinking a lot more than I should have. But I mean, like, you know, I have school and I gotta stay focused and awake. You know, I work too. But I mean, like, think about it like this. Like, you gotta take into effect the effects of, like, smoking and, like, how it'll do harm in other people, you know? And, like, your loved ones, too. It's gonna cause breathing problems for them when you smoke around them.
I've heard about that, the secondhand smoke, right? Yeah, that's why, you know, when I smoke, you know, at work or whatever, or even at home, you know, I stay outside the building or outside the house so I don't affect them.
Because if you smoke in the house, it's gonna, like, stay in that whatever environment. It's gonna stay in your clothes and it's gonna stay in the walls, you know? And I mean, like, I remember one time I went to my aunt's house, and, like, she's a heavy smoker, right? So once I, like, stepped foot in there, it smelled, like, real bad. It was just like an ashtray, and I had to, like, run out, you know? I couldn't breathe in there.
You know, it's really interesting that you brought that out, because it makes me think about my 4-year-old daughter, you know, at home. You know, I smoke outside, but she keeps telling me that, you know, that she smells it, you know, inside the house and inside the car, and even when she hugs me, too. You know, and it just, it's crazy because I'm sure I'm having some type of negative effect on her, you know. It just makes me really think about, you know, how I'm affecting her.
Well, maybe you can use your daughter as a motivation for you to stop smoking. You know, it'll help her, and it'll help everyone else around you once you stop. And I mean, like, I've heard, like, a lot of smoking programs, you know, that are around here. And, you know, since we both have our own issues, maybe we could go and, like, quit these things together, you know? We can help each other out.
You know, I like that idea, too. I'm down to do that challenge, but it's just also about, you know, about my health, but especially, like, my daughter, too. You know, I want to see her grow up. I want to see her do great things. And I don't want to mess her future up, you know, or mess up my future. I want to be able to see that. So, hey, you know what? Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Let's bet on it.